You see, I knew this shit was I knew this shit was bullshit from the very start. I knew it was bullshit. I just want to see just how far this this rabbit hole was going to go. But nevertheless, it's me again. They hate me. That's why they give a fuck about me at the same time as they hate me. That's why they give a fuck about me at the same time as always. JD Miles, the MGTOWs they love to hate. Even the ones that claim everybody loves to hate them, loves to hate MGTOW at the same time, and I'm back again. Y'all see the title of discussion. Matt Araiza, Vindicated, after his accuser has been exposed for lying about the whole ordeal. And yes, I'm going to leave links in the description box for this one. But shout out to both Jada Black and Marcellus Wiley for bringing this to the forefront. And yep, there's another one. Ex-Buffalo Bills punter, also known as the punt god, Matt Araiza, has been vindicated because his accuser lied about the whole entire ordeal. Now, in case for those of y'all who don't know, back in 2022, Matt Araiza was accused of raping a minor, a 17-year-old minor. Back in 2022, him and three other football players from the San Diego Aztecs. If I'm correct, if not, please correct me in the comments. And because of this, Matt Araiza's career just went crashing down. He got released from the Buffalo Bills, had to play for a Mexican football team, if I'm correct about that. He lost sponsorships, he lost everything over an accusation. Now the accuser, who was 17 years old around the time this happened, who accused both Matt Araiza and three other San Diego Aztec football players of rape and sexual assault, come to find out that she lied about it this whole entire time. But don't take my word for it. I'm gonna let Marcellus Wiley explain it all for y'all. But let's hear what he has to say. Link to his full video will be in the description box. Let's get down to this, shall we?
I got to read this one accurately because, man, for you who have been following this story or heard about this story, this may be mind-blowing. New details surface that show former Bills punter Matt Araiza, who was cut due to sexual assault allegations last year and was out of the NFL, wasn't present during alleged gang rape. I'm going to say it again. Details says that he was not present during the alleged gang rape. All right, so last August, just days after earning a starting job as the Buffalo Bills punter, the rookie was the subject of a civil lawsuit alleging he and two San Diego State football teammates participated in a gang rape of an intoxicated 17-year-old girl. Underage and gang rape. Y'all catching all of this. And intoxicated. While little was known publicly, San Diego police had spent nearly 10 months on the case before forwarding it to the DA without a recommendation for prosecution. You hear that? Okay. The bill said they also knew about the incident, investigated it, and decided to employ Araiza anyway. Remember that part. Remember they investigated it, and then they said, we still gonna keep them. And everyone gave them hell. Let's talk through it. The graphic allegations in the civil lawsuit, however, created a public frenzy, as I just discussed. It included a claim that on October 15, 2021, party at a home near this campus, that Araiza led the girl into a bedroom where at least 3 other men waited. Once inside, Araiza threw the girl onto the bed face first. The girl went in and out of consciousness while suffering through the horrific gang rape. It lasted an hour and a half, the lawsuit read, before she stumbled out of the room bloody and crying, in part because multiple piercings had ripped through the skin during the attack. Within days of that, and that report getting out in the public frenzy, the Bills cut Araiza, who, due to his record-breaking NCAA career and his 82-yard punt in a preseason game, had already earned the nickname Punt God. Remember all this stuff. Okay. All right. Now, perhaps most notably, the DA's office concluded that Araiza couldn't have led the girl into the alleged gang rape because he had left the home at about 12:30 a.m., an hour prior to when evidence suggested the alleged gang rape would have occurred. Quote, he wasn't even at the party anymore, the deputy district attorney said. Later, stated timeline of events, all I know is at that point, suspect Araiza is gone from the party. So his life's been just turned upside down, right? Paralyzed since he was named in this lawsuit. And now, you see this, he denied it from Hello, continues to deny it, and denied it along with his teammates that they thought the girl was underage, etc. Or she was intoxicated. Denied it all. All right. More details.
And that's about the size of it. What's more, there's more details. Not only was Matt Araiza gone before the alleged gang rape happened, but sources from both my anonymous source and other sources from content creators on YouTube suggest that the accused victim, that the alleged rape victim, was going around flirting with other dudes at the party, and so forth. And at this point, case in point, she completely lied about the whole entire ordeal. And what's even more sad, especially for the NFL, is that Matt Araiza isn't the only NFL player who had to deal with false sexual assault and false rape charges. Back in 2017, you had during that time, the Oakland Raiders rookie, Greenlee, I forgot his last name, he had to deal with similar charges. Another female accused Greenlee of rape and sexual assault. And because of this, that definitely affected his draft career, and he wound up with the Oakland Raiders. Come to find out that just like Matt Araiza's alleged victim, Greenlee's alleged victim was also lying about being raped and sexually assaulted. So not only this happened not once, but twice. 2 NFL players both going through the same thing, found out that both females who accused these NFL players of rape and sexual assault lied. Except Greenlee stayed with the Raiders while Matt Araiza was released from the Buffalo Bills. And I could go ahead and just say like this here. If I was Matt Araiza, I'd be suing the living shit out of each and everybody, including the alleged rape victim herself, for lying and thus ruining his career like that. Wrongful termination. Let's see. Wrongful termination and defamation of character. After all, it was her false rape and sexual assault allegation is the reason why Matt Araiza's career with both the NFL and the Buffalo Bills ended up being tarnished. What's more, you had all these news outlets from CBS to NBC constantly airing 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 these accusations out, making her look like a complete victim. And now that the real truth is out, she lied about the whole entire thing. Guess what? CBS, quiet as a church mouse. NBC, quiet as a church mouse. In fact, ever since the ever since this information got released, these biased news outlets are quiet. But oh, when he was accused, they had a whole lot to say, now didn't it? And this right here exposes these news outlets bias when it comes to stories like this. And I bet your ass, and you could bet your ass that if he was guilty, oh yeah, it will be a news frenzy. But because he was innocent, and the female who lied about Matt Araiza raping and sexually assaulting her, oh, they ain't got nothing to say afterwards. In fact, they've been quiet ever since this dropped. And once again, they wonder why MGTOWs exist. Now, I did have that playlist, but it's no longer there. But this is now a Amazon Prime example to why MGTOWs exist. We fight against we stand against these type of situations. Now, Matt Araiza lost everything. His place in the Buffalo Bills, as well as the NFL, his sponsors, his career, all of that is ruined over a female who wanted to lie about being raped, being sexually assaulted, and for what? And for what purpose? What, so she could look good in front of TV? Oh, wait, I forgot. They didn't reveal her identity. I keep on forgetting about that shit. But here's my message to the NFL. This is the second football player that was accused of something he didn't commit. And y'all sat there, and the NFL sat there and believed the lie. Oh, that's right. The NFL believes all women. This is what it all boils down to. But here's my question. Did the bitch who coined the term believed all women? No, hear me out here. Did the female who coined the term believed all women? Was a victim herself? Okay then. No, she wasn't. She also lied about the female who coined the term believe all women lied about Brett Kavanaugh sexually assaulting her. And it's funny that people now want to parrot that term, not even knowing where it originated from. And guess what? They sat there and believed the lie, in which the end result is another NFL player losing their career, sponsors, everything. What does the NFL has to say about this? Now they got not one but two NFL players who were falsely accused of rape and sexual assault. What they got to say now? What do they got to say now? This does not look good for the NFL. Especially in Matt Araiza's case, because remember, he got released after these accusations came out, and now that it's been exposed that the accuser lied about Matt Araiza, how will the NFL explain this shit? Only time will tell. And they wonder why MGTOWs exist. And yeah, I actually feel for Matt Araiza because keep in mind, I myself was in that exact same position. So yes, when I hear stories like this, it definitely hits home. Your whole entire life ruined because some bitch wanted to lie. And there's a pretty good chance she ain't gonna get punished for it. I can already see it now. News media ain't gonna cover it. The liar ain't gonna get punished. I mean, it's just a typical day. And I have to agree with Jada Black here. The fact that they ain't gonna punish these females for sitting here lying about rape and sexual assault, that just gives them a reason to continue on doing it. Off the rip. And this is bad because not just for the men who are affected by these females lying to them about being raped and sexually assaulted, but this is definitely going to affect all the females out there who actually been through that ordeal. In fact, the females who've been through that ordeal, they have zero respect for these females sitting here lying about it just to get just to gain victim points off the rip. But nevertheless, I say what I have to say. The link the link to the link to Marcus Wiley's video and Jada Black's full video will be in the description box. But nevertheless, I said what I have to say. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.